What's going on, everyone? Welcome out to our coverage of the National League Championship Series. Thank you so much for logging on to 12news.com. And we are here, the ballpark, Citizens Bank Ballpark. I'll give you a little spin real quick. Back in the studio, our executive producer, Jason Brooksby. Jason, what do you feel like game day? What you thinking?
Hey, you know what? Well, first of all, I thought I was going to elevate the production value here, saying we've got Desert Destiny here, which we've been running with in the playoffs. I worked hard to get this in the back here. And then you're sitting there right in the middle of the Citizens Bank Park, just showing off your shot and where you're at. So, take it away from the ballpark there. What's the vibe there?
Well, the vibe is empty, but we know this place is going to be rocking, Jason. We've seen the video. We've heard the stories. This crowd is going to be absolutely insane. And when you kind of get the bird's eye view of it, you kind of look around it. This place is just built like a cathedral of playoff baseball. It's going to be unbelievable. I hear the fans here are going to be mean at times. I hear they do their research. Kind of reminds you of a college football crowd, right, Jason? That look up where you're from, who your mom and dad are, who your ex-girlfriend, current girlfriend was, all the above. And they'll let you have it, right? The D-backs dugout right here. I hear the fans that sit right there. Pretty interesting. They'll say some things. You saw it get under the skin of the Braves when they were here. We'll see if the D-backs can weather that storm, Jason. That's probably the biggest thing. We'll talk, X's and O's here in just a little bit. But the biggest thing they got to do is just control their emotion in this situation when it comes to crowd noise. Christian Walker talked about it Sunday when they arrived. Maybe we can use it as our advantage in a type of way. Maybe you could channel it, turn that negative energy that the crowd's going to feed you and turn that into a positive. They got to figure out how to manage it, how to control their emotions, and then maybe use that crowd energy as a positive.
I like that. I think there are a lot of things to channel here in Philly. First of all, You said that emotion there, Coach Torrey's already said, embrace the moment, right? Don't get caught up looking around. Don't be looking in the stands. Don't be, hey, wow, this is cool where I am. Stay in the moment and win the moment. And you said you're like in a cathedral there and you're in Philly. I noticed yesterday you're running up and down the Rocky stairs and taking pictures of the Rocky statue, right? So, hey, we've already hit Rocky 3 on these previews in the past, right? And now you're in Philly. You're in the Mecca. Can you get Stallone there tomorrow? Let's get the Italian Stallion with you for the next preview tomorrow.
Rocky has that famous quote. I believe it's from Rocky 6, Rocky Balboa, where he's talking to his son. And, he says in life, it's not how hard you get hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. And that epic speech where he's talking to his son about life and teaching him a good lesson. And it's kind of the lesson the D-backs have all taught us this year. They came out red hot. This team that no one thought could do it all of a sudden was in first place, fell off a cliff, yet here they are, 4 wins away from returning to the World Series for the first time since 2001, back here in the National League Championship Series for the first time since 2007. This group of young guys who have grown up incredibly quick, old guys that are starting to prove it. Then you got people like Zach Gallen who've been good for a very, very long time, but now get to prove it on that stage. And it's almost like they are Rocky. They are that underdog going up against the big bad Phillies who were in the World Series last year, who were out for revenge because they didn't get it done last year either. But here the D-backs have a chance to knock off Mr. T in Philadelphia. It would be pretty cool to see. It would be unbelievable to see. Right. Jason, let's get into some X's and O's. And the biggest thing to me, Zach Gallen on the mound today, he's got to control the game, right?
Yeah, right. And so, 2 starts in the postseason and 2 wins. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. When he is on and when he's successful, the ball will stay low in the zone.
Yeah.
He will get swings and misses, guys chasing low, not hittable pitches, swing and miss, or ground outs. So if they make contact, no harm. Ground out to the infield. They don't make contact, swing and miss, strike out. That's where he is always effective down in the zone. So if he's got good command, good location, that's his success right there, low in the zone. Plus, he also channeled Michael Jordan talking about China things. He's wearing the Jordan UNC Tar Heel warm-up to the press conference yesterday. He's going to be on fire, right? He's talking about hitting game-winning jumpers in the championship game against Georgetown. Come on. Look at these guys bringing in the vibes. We're bringing in Rocky. We're bringing in Michael Jordan. These guys are channeling all these good vibes.
Yeah, he challenged or channeled, I should say, Kobe Bryant after the Dodgers series. Michael Jordan showing up here. Gallen talked about his mood yesterday. He's saying he's pitching for free in this game tonight, meaning he bought so many tickets, Jason, for his friends and family that he's not making a dime on this game tonight because he's got about 35, 40 people here to come watch and play, probably more than that. But he's also mentioned not letting that get to him. This is a business trip for him. He keeps it very even-keeled, not a guy who likes to disrupt his routine whatsoever, doesn't get too high or too low. But if he can be that ace for this team, be on the mound and get that done, that'll be phenomenal. Also, the bullpen. Bullpen's got to be lights out. They got to keep pitching well because the Phillies bullpen is no joke. Jason, they averaged 96 coming out of the pen. Everybody. That is unbelievable, unheard of in baseball, right? So that's what the Phillies are bringing. The D-backs have a wide mixture of arms that are going to attack you from all different angles. So Torey Lovullo, keep punching all the right buttons when it comes to matchups. And finally, my last key is, Jason, this offense. It has been impressive to watch. When we talk about Torey Lovullo pulling all the right strings, the biggest one is he's found a consistent lineup, and he's got guys in right spots. Gabby Moreno hitting fifth, providing protection for like Christian Walker. Guys know their roles. They're doing everything right. They're attacking. The scouting report has been phenomenal. This offense can stay hot. Phillies are going to swing some bats. Phillies are going to hit some bombs. The key so far is the D-backs have been able to either equal that or surpass teams. They got to do that again tonight.
Right, and to quickly follow that, now that you're in a 7-game series, right, those matchups with the pitcher and hitter late in the game, when you start going the righty-lefty matchups and scenarios, who's on base and where you are in the order, that's where, let's see where those matchups happen, critical moments late in the game. And as far as that lineup, hey, I don't know if you've heard this, but I'm calling them the killer C's, right? The Astros used to have the killer B's, right?
They did.
The killer C's, Corbin, Christian, and Cattell. I'm giving Cattell with a C, all right?
Sure.
So those are the killer C's for our guys, the D-backs. Plus the killer C's plus G. I'm going to add Gabby into that max. I'm going to put a little role player who's swinging a hot bat with those killer C's, right? Corbin's batting 412. Christian's batting nearly 300. Cattell's over 300. They're hitting home runs. They're getting extra bases. They're scoring runs. Those guys, and I'm going to end with this. I'm going to bring it back to Rocky to end with. Corbin, when he gets on base, here's one thing I love with him. Everyone's talking about all the flashy highlights. You watch when he gets on base. Guys that get on base, they always love to chat with the first baseman, right? First baseman, hey, whatever.
No, he read it. He looking, right?
This rookie gets on first base. Don't even talk to me, man. I'm heading to second in a second. And you know what? Eye of the Tiger right there. Corbin Carroll, eye of the Tiger. He gets on base. Don't talk to me, man. No messing. I'm going to second, and I'm working my way home.
Done. So you can tell Jason I've watched too many movies. Guys, Corbin Carroll's about to speak to the media. We'll have much more coming up on 12 News at 4 o'clock. Game starts at 5 o'clock. Live post-game reaction from here in Philly coming up tonight on 12 News at 10, and, of course, online on 12news.com. Jason, good to see you, buddy.
All right, can't wait to see you all over the place tonight.
Yeah, thanks, man. Well, thank you for logging on to 12news.com. We'll see you later, guys.